Thanks for staying tuned. I'm Colwyn Abrams with the HGP Sportscast. Bingo Spartans crushed Saints and St. Joseph tipped past GCC Hurricanes in the solo under-19 hockey leagues. Stanford Howard brings you the details.
The Spartans look as though they would have dominated the match from their third-minute goal by Abasedi Cadogan. Saints came close on 2 occasions in the first half, but were met with good Spartans defense that made sure they remained goalless in the first half. In the second half, the Spartans continued to enjoy the majority of the possession in the midfield and were more productive side in their forward line than they were in the first half. Midfielder Sarah Kalutun scored for Spartans in the first minute of the second half to give Spartans a 2-0 lead. Saints then managed to get one in at the back of the net by Kezia Chind 11 minutes later. But the celebration by Saints was short-lived, and Bingo Spartans made sure of that when Kalutun scored a second for the Spartans in the 33rd minute. Teammate Kristen Gomes added a double of her own in the closing minutes to give the Bingo Spartans a comfortable 5-1 victory. St. Joseph and the GCC Hurricanes were the other girls' match of the afternoon, with both teams seeking their first points of the competition. Both sides were scoreless in the first half, while the second half saw a bit more excitement at the goal end. St. Joseph earned a penalty corner just 6 minutes from full time. That was converted through a powerful Janelle Fredericks to hand the match to St. Joseph by a 1-0 margin. The Bingo Spartans sit comfortably at the top of the leaderboard at the end of the first round, with 9 points followed by Saints with 6, St. Joseph with 3, and GCC Hurricanes are still scoreless. For the HGP Sports, I am Stanford Howard.
Thank you, Stanford. Ghana's Lady Jags ready for their first match in the CFU Women's Challenge Series. Players' technical ability to be assessed. Here's more.
Head coach of the national senior women's team, the Lady Jags, Dr. Ivan Joseph, said the team is ready for their first match of the CFU Women's Challenge Series against Grenada, scheduled for the Atto Bolton Stadium in Trinidad on Wednesday. Dr. Joseph pointed out that even though the team is ready, the focus will be on identifying the tactical and technical aspects of the players. He revealed this in an interview following the team's almost hour-long first technical session held on the lawns of the team's hotel on Tuesday in Trinidad as they prepare for the first of 3 matches in the series. Dr. Joseph said he is pleasantly surprised with the technical ability of the team thus far and is very impressed with the team's cohesion established. Meanwhile, GFF's technical director, Eon Greenwood, said he was pleased that the priority areas of the women's national program are being achieved. The GFF has established key performance indicators for the women's national team, including integration of the new staff structure.
The East Demerara Football Association held its annual general meeting on Sunday, April 22, which was observed by Mr. Stanley Lancaster of the GFF, returning officer Mr. Charles Corbin, and 6 of the 7 clubs who were present. The new executives of the East Demerara Football Association are as follows: Mr. Alfred King, President; Mr. Gregory Wickham, First Vice President; Miss Gillian Frank, Second Vice President; Mr. Mark Pratap, Third Vice President; Gidel Austin, Secretary; Miss Tessa Ned, Treasurer; Mr. Lidon Charles, Assistant Secretary Treasurer. Committee members are Mr. Kester Gurnett, Mr. Kevin Tixey, Mr. Raymond Daw, Mr. Delon Adams, and Mr. Randolph Adonis. And finally, the Vyman Irvins ground in New Amsterdam is to be developed into a regional football facility. Here's more.
On April 10, the GFF was granted a 30-year lease of the ground in New Amsterdam by the municipality for the development of the ground. This came following a visit to New Amsterdam by President Wayne Ford, during which he met with Mayor Winifred Haywood and councillors and paid a preliminary visit to the venue. The visit was in keeping with the Federation's strategic plan 2017 to 2021 to invest in at least one all-weather field for each of the 9 regional member associations and to establish football-specific venues in each of the GFF's RMAs. The facility will be used for football development in the region and will be similar to the GFF National Training Center in purpose. That is, to produce consistent level of high competitive and exciting football that is a force to reckon with regionally and internationally. During the visit, the President presented some GFF memorabilia to the Mayor and councillors of the New Amsterdam municipality.
And that has brought us to the end of this edition of the HGP Sportscast. Before we go, remember, life is like a sport. Always remember to play fair. Goodbye.